I said that twice because the last time I did that, it didn't come out Torp here. Actually, the whole thing was missed. I guess YouTube fucked that up. Or my camera did. Either way, there's a live coming up on 11/11, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the way I understand it to be, with Tammy. Genuine Networking. I'm still having trouble with these long names. Associates. I think that's what it's supposed to be called. Associates. No, that's not a knock against Tammy, you fucking weirdos. Look, guys, I am still getting new to these names, okay? And I'm just recently here. As you guys know, I think I've been here for about $1.2. In other words, about a year and 2 months. In this community, I started off with Flex, blah, blah, blah. But here's the point. I've been desperately wanting to go up live with Tammy. I'll tell you why. Tammy is like the female version of Torp. She does not seem to give a fuck what people think, which is very rare here. We have a lot of people that flip the script when it suits them. I could talk about money in that sense. Revenue sharing, yes, I could. That would be easy. But it's old, it's played. I think I've went down that road. What I'd like to say is this. It's going to be a great show because I have no fucking idea what's going to happen. I have zero clue what's going to happen in that live. What I do know is this. I know that she will keep it real. And you guys know I'm going to keep it real. So it's going to be very interesting to see where it goes. Would you agree? Yeah, probably. I mean, you've been on YouTube for how long? I've seen all your comments. I've seen hers. I've seen mine. Some of them are the same. And yeah, kudos and claps to the comments because now they're all like on our side, which is interesting. That's new. But this is going to be a strange change. That strange smell in the attic that you guys are used to is going away. I think we're going to put some Febreze into that fart in the wind, and Tammy and I will bring a new breeze. Some realism that hasn't been done yet. Not that I know of. A female and a male keeping it real in the cesspool of shit that we are now all involved with on YouTube with this gig economy. Which, really, no, I think we switched the channel on that. This is no longer the gig economy. This is more of the bullshit, calling it. Oh, by the way, look at that.
You too.
Yep. So, anyway, you can see, you can see where I live. You can say hi. That's cool.
Hi.
Yep.
Hi, everybody.
There you go. That's what she said. She said hi, everybody. That's what she said. So, Tammy, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast. Let me get my finger right. She will be sitting over there out of sight only because I want her to hear it. I've told her all about Tammy, and I think that'll be fun because she knows me. This one right here. That one. She knows me, and she knows my mouth. She knows my ideas, my thoughts, what I do on YouTube. And I've told her about Tammy, that Tammy does probably almost exactly the same thing that I do. Although I did have to explain to that one right there that this was not a hookup site. She's old school. She was kind of thinking Facebook, like, who's Tammy? I'm like, Tammy's the female version of Torp. That's what I told her. Because that's my opinion of Tammy, which is why I agreed to go on this live. I haven't seen anybody else do anything close to that. And I thought it'd be fun. Not only fun, but maybe somewhat educational in the lines of this community. You know? With two people that blow their horn. Y'all know what I mean by that? Blow their horn. They just fucking speak. They don't give a fuck. If you're gonna give a fuck, don't be here. Eli! Anyway, if you're gonna... Man, you cannot keep this shit PG, bruh. You cannot do that. If you're gonna be in this community, keeping it PG is not gonna give you any credibility. There are other people that kind of try to keep that chimed up. Well, let's watch our AdSense. Let's watch our money. Man, you know what? If that's all you're worried about, Eli, that shit shows. Well, maybe you're the shit show. And I didn't even mean to say it like that, but maybe you're the shit show. Have you ever considered the fact that you've lost all these people on your chat? All these people. Like tonight, you were pushing 200 in the box, but you got three live chats. Like, in other words, other people that were chatting. I'm like, dude, are you seeing that? One of them was a Nightbot. Like, how do you live with that, dude? That's kind of fucked up in my opinion. Like, if I was running AdSense and Super Chats, I'd be like, well, I got 200 in the box, but only 2 people commented. 3, including a Nightbot. Dude, how the fuck are you fucking sleeping? Alright, well, I'm not going to elaborate. I think it is possible that Tammy and I, Genuine Network Associate, will try to cover this at the best of our ability. Because, Eli, I do realize that you think that we are complete fucking failures, not know-it-alls, and that you got all the game. So, this will be fun. I hope you do attend, Eli. I do hope you attend. If you don't attend, I'll make sure that I record it and send it to you in a tag so that you have no choice but to see it. And no, I'm gonna pull an Eli here. Sir, I will respectfully share it to you. And if you want to flag me for it or copyright me for it, oops on your part, man. Here's why I say that. If you're going to copyright somebody's video, you better goddamn make sure that you don't broadcast it, you're going to copyright their video. That's the first sign of being a pussy. Should I say a cat? Oops! So what I'm getting at is this, Eli. You're failing miserably, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that in a realistic way. You see, you think you got haters. What you got is appreciators of something that fails, or pointing out something that fails. And when something fails, that's when I point it out. If something succeeds, I also point that out. You're on the failing side. Now I see where Tammy is pointing out the same thing. Tammy is doing the same thing I'm doing. And it appears, could be wrong. No, I'm not. I've been watching. I know my surroundings. Tammy has got the same following I do. We're almost matched verbatim. There's a reason that's happening, Eli. Is because we're both doing the same thing. Which is why I agreed. Or should I say, I brought it up. I did. I brought it up. I brought it up, said we should go live. She took it up right now. Which told me something. Now, Eli, know this. This is not going to be exactly complimentary to you, your channel, or your brand, as you would call it. A lot of other people call their stuff a brand. What is the brand? Let's call it a content creator's message. The brand. Well, a brand is something that you bring to the table. Even knowing that I have seen so many brands fail, some of them win. But Eli, you're not on the win side. So there's a small fucking penis chance. I mean like a limp dick chance that you might just be on the fail side. of what I have to say, or you could possibly man up, get your fucking head out of your ass, and come up there and comment on Tammy's live chat and, you know, say your mind. Are you afraid to do that? Is that going to be the issue that night? It is Saturday, 11/11 at 7 Eastern Standard Time. I made this in a post. It was one of those stupid fucking comment post. I don't know. I don't do the poll post. I'm not really into all that stuff, but that's just me. I don't knock anybody else for it, but I don't think anybody really sees those. Somebody that gets like 50,000 fucking views a video gets like fucking 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 fucking likes. I'm like, why? I did it anyway because I wanted to promote CNA. Why? Because I think CNA's got game. That's why. Coach J-Ram, I watched your last live. Dude, that shit was on point. You're fucking exhausted with all this shit. I understand, sir. I said, sir, fuck, I just made a near-life statement. Ugh. It's not what I meant, bro. Let me retract. Coach J-Ram, I get it. You're fucking exhausted with the bullshit. That made sense. That's what I meant to say. You're exhausted with the bullshit. That was his last live. He's really exhausted with it. I understand. Dude, I pulled that in 2010, 2011, and I fucking walked off. I was gone for over a decade. Look at my channel. Look at my videos. I'm not making this shit up. I literally walked away. I couldn't take it anymore. And he retired at, what was it, 42, 44 years old from being a truck driver? Dude, I fucking understand you 110. When you retire, even YouTube can get on your nerves. It's like, why am I doing this? I got a peaceful life right ahead of me. And I think that's what people are trying to tell Eli. What are you doing, man? You got a peaceful life ahead of you, according to you, Eli. Everything is peaches and cream. You're always right. Everybody else is always wrong. You love everybody, but you also hate everybody at the same time. Your message sucks. And I don't know if Tammy and I are going to talk about that, but I'll bring it up because it's really bothering me why somebody with a monetized channel would come up here and tell everybody how he loves everybody and hates them at the same time. The contradiction in terms is way more than unbelievable. It's also unachievable. Eli, you cannot have a successful channel when you do that. You flip the script, you keep on popping out bullshit, and then coming back with something that people want to hear, and then pop out the bullshit again. What's going to happen next? Did you not see this coming? Did you not see this coming? Was that not in... I mean, I think that's actually a real question for the first time. Eli, did you not understand what you were doing was not going to work? Do you realize that you got botted last night on your live? Your live, Walking with a Purpose? Or a Porpoise? See, that was immature. Your Walking with a Purpose live got botted. You hit 200 in the box. But you got 3 comments. One of them was a night butt. Eli, I don't know if that sunk in, but if it didn't, I'll help you out. It sunk in with the rest of us. We all saw it, we all know it, and we'll never forget it. What we are going to forget is the fact that you have tried to apply logic to your bullshit. It is possible, it is possible that GNA and I might have a discussion about Eli's issues with what he does, what he believes, what he spews, and who he believes he is in with. Because as we all know, who he's in with have left him. Now there might be some left. There might be some that really believe in this, and they're probably slightly, I have to use this word delicately, they're probably slightly reality insufficient. God, I did that well. Now, other people will likely be brought up because I'm going to bring up some other people. Did I say some or a lot? Well, you just have to watch GNA on the 11/11. Oh, did you just duck? That's funny. You don't have to duck. This ain't Eli's house. No, not at all. Check. So, Eli, you might want to watch GNA and I do this on 11/11 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You see, here's what I love about GNA. She literally popped that live. I'm looking at it right now. She's already got it set up. We were on the same page within seconds. One email, done. You couldn't figure that out in a week. And we even said tentatively. And she says, if you have to change it, please let me know. No big deal. In an email back to me. I was like, now we got some game. So Tammy, I'm all about it. I already talked to the lady about it. And she's on board. She'll be sitting over there on the couch, listening, watching the chat. So just so everybody knows. The lady already knows I do not hold back. I have zero filter, man. I just don't. So anyway, I hope you're ready for this, because I got a couple words to say, and Tammy and I are going to talk before then, maybe for an email or two. I got to check a couple things. No, it's not censorship, just a couple things, and then we're going to roll. So, because you know what? Ask Mr. Flex. I've never fucked up anybody's live. The only live that's ever been fucked up was Pedro's, because he shut me down because I was telling him how I felt. He didn't like it. Controversial as it may be. I got shut down because Pedro didn't like it. There it is. Pedro put me in the fucking mute box because he didn't like what I said. You're being too loud. You're belligerent. I was like, well, welcome to my world, butternuts. That aggravated the fuck out of me. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, you're supposed to be the biggest channel on YouTube, but you're going to mute some motherfuckers? You're worried about your money? Isn't that what we're bitching about Eli about? Worried about money? All right, we'll cover that later. No, I'm not mad at Pedro, but I thought that was a bitch move. I'm not asking anybody to fucking dive into that. That's not why I'm here, but it was a bitch move. The fucking strongest man on YouTube in the gig world is bitching at me for fucking keeping it real, yelling and screaming. I'm like, what the fuck am I here for then? He knew I was going to come here. Why didn't he know his surroundings, Pedro? Why didn't you know yours? You know I was going to come up there and fucking rip you up. You know I was going to say my mind. We covered this, but no big deal. What I'm getting at is, if you know a motherfucker like me is going to come up on your live, there is a small chance I'm going to fucking blow it up. I'm a grenade coming in. Don't pull my pin. Pedro pulled my pin. I blew up. He fucking muted me. I took hell for it. And I'm like, well, it's not the first time I took hell for it. But I'll always remember Pedro is the guy that says, shh, I don't do that. Pedro does. All right, I know you guys love Pedro. Your big fucking hugs. I get it. It's no big deal. I ain't gonna judge you for doing it. I don't have a tongue for Pedro. That's all I'm saying. I just don't. But that does not mean the people that do like him, I'm gonna hate. I'm gonna disagree with. A lot of the people that disagree with Pedro and agree with Pedro, they still have valid points on both sides. And I think that's why the GNA and Torp Live is gonna make a lot of sense. We're gonna bring a little bit of reality to a really fucked up on reality situation. And that's what I'm all about. Don't play a side. Do not do that. When you play a side, people see it. Don't flip the script. Don't flip-flop. I will explain anything you guys want to hear. And I want you guys to ask us questions. Any questions you want to ask. I see that Tammy's very good at watching the text, the questions in the comments. I'm like, thank God, because that's what I need, because I can't do that. And she can bounce those off to me, and like I have no idea, but she'll tell me, it's like, what did they ask? And we can go from there. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be healthy. I think it'll be refreshing to see where this goes. Okay, it's time to change it. Not flip it, but change it. I mean, let's get a new script going here. So look for it. 11/11/2023, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going live with Tammy. Genuine Network. Let's do it. I mean, I'm all about it. You know what? I doubt it, but I'm going to try to stay quiet until that happens. I think we need to build some momentum up to maybe, possibly, the realest live that's going to happen this year. This year's almost up. Stay tuned. I am actually going down the road, and I'm going to get a real fucking 9, not an 8. And I'm going to smoke that motherfucker like it's my job. And see if I can hold my own with some of the realest motherfuckers on the planet. Now it'd be Tammy and her group. These motherfuckers got game. So Eli, you best pay attention. If you're going to keep your channel together, you might want to have some ammo in your back pocket, is what we're saying, so that you can respond properly. Because so far, you've only responded like a motherfucking one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest. Torp out.